Welcome to Cut and Sew with Samira Z Fashion. Thanks for always stopping by. We appreciate your comments. Share our videos with your friends. Make sure you subscribe. If you're a new timer, you're welcome. If you have been watching our videos, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Remember to turn up your notification button. Thanks for doing that. Kindly watch to the end.
All right, this is our material. Today we are going to cut 6 pieces, and these pieces that we are going to cut, I want to show you a simple way of cutting it that is so easy for you, and you will just grab it immediately. So this is it. We have our lace, and this our dotches that we use as underlay. This is the dotches, that is the lining one. So now let's go. I want to fold it. It will be on folds when cutting your clothes. And before cutting anyway, as a good designer, you have to look at the design to see how it goes, whether to stand it, if you have anything to stand your cutting. So by the time you wear it, you will see the thing coming out from the material. So looking at this one, you can cut it in a two-side way. That is, it doesn't have that design that we are talking about. You can cut it any side of the material. So let's fold it. We are folding it like this, especially the downside of it, to know how many flare you will put on the downside. So I want to check how many I've folded here. Yes, this is good. This folding here is 8.5. So this is the one we want to use as our flare down. So now I've folded it as a easy way of cutting these 6 pieces. Our length of the skirt is 38. So now you start from the down side and measure. This is our 38. So I will mark 39 because of the allowance. So you measure so that you get the straight line starting from the edge. This. So you measure to 39. So I'm marking the 39, but the original length is 38. So you chalk it. So I've chalked the line now. We've gotten the line. So our half length of this skirt that we want to cut, that will have that flex part, is 18. People call it half length or style line. So this is 18 here. I'm marking 18. This is the 18 line. So this person measurement, the hip measurement is 51. So I want to use these 6 pieces. The center line should be 4.5. 4.5 meaning 4.5. 4.5. So on this side, because somebody that have 51 on the hip mean that the person is big, so we are giving her 5. By the time we finish sewing, we'll come back that with that 4.5. So you mark. This is 5. You roll it, because that's what I'm doing here now. I'm rolling it to get the line. On this your half cut, this is the half cut that you have 18. That is where you now have that your 4.5. That is, we are trying to shape it here now. Already this side is 5, depending on the size of the person, because this person hip is 51, so we are not going to use 4 here, 5 here. No, what we are using here is 5, because after sewing we come back to that 4.5. So on this style line or half cut is 4.5. You remember I measured at the down side here to know what we are going to put at the flare, and which we measured 8.5. So this is it. So what we are putting here is 8.5. So I want to join everything together now. So I'm taking from the style line here, the half cut, call it style line or half cut. So I'm taking it to this side now. You see the way I'm doing it? I started giving it the flare. So this is the flare now. It has flare out on the down side. It has flare out at the down side. So coming back to our upper side, from the 4.5 on the half length, we'll take it up to connect to that our 5. This is it. This is the middle skirt now, the middle skirt. So that is what we'll cut first, and it's on fold. This place is on fold. So this is it. So we have cut the center part. So after cutting the center part, which we have just done now, we'll now use it to cut the other side of the body of the skirt. So we are done with the cutting now. So I will try and cut it now, and you see. So I'm cutting. This is it. Are you seeing it? Yes. This is it. I've cut it. This is how it looks like now. Are you seeing it? So this is it. So what I will do now, I will cut the back side of it. You can see how it is now. Very easy. I'm trying to show you to see. So this is it now. You can see how it look like. This is our front pieces. So now we are going to cut the back side. You fold your material again. As I've earlier said, this material or this fabric doesn't have a design that you will look at and say, okay, let me use one side. No. Now I want to cut it in both sides. I will turn the other side and cut. And before doing that, you have to look at your material, and already we have checked it. We have seen it that you can cut in both sides. But if it's the one that have that design, for your work to show or for you to know what you are doing, make sure you check your fabric before cutting. And I've already done that. So that is it. Now we'll spread our cloth. I'm folding it for us to really get. I don't want to waste our material. For us to get our back side measurement, that is the center back. Make sure you remove your allowance of zip. It's much. Let me take it down back up. It's much. We are trying to save our material. We don't want to waste the material. I hope the camera is showing it well for you to see. This is it. So now we are done. So I'm going to cut now. This is the side of the allowance of the zip side. This is it. So we are going to cut now. We are cutting the back. So are you seeing the cutting is going? This is it. This is it. So we are done with the back cutting. Now you opened, because it's the back where your zip will pass. So this is it now. Alright, we are done with the back and front center pieces. Let's go to the side now. We are cutting both sides. We know we said it's 6 pieces. So we are done with the center front. We are done with the center back. So we want to cut the side pieces now. So you spread your cloth again. So this is it. We've done that. So just look at it very well and see what I'm doing here. So you bring that the center front that you have used, but that is our pattern now. So this is it. This is the center front that we just cut earlier, the first one. So you spread it. I'm spreading it now. I'm spreading it. So this is it. I hope you can see it very well. So this is it. I'm just trying to lay it well. Are you seeing it? So this is what I'm going to do now, because you'll be wondering how we're going to have our measurements. So already our measurement is 50 at the hip. The hip measurement is 50. So now this is your upper waist, your waist to your hip. This person is big. I'm giving it 10. Waist to the hip is 10. So on this line that I'm measuring now is the hip now. So we will add 2 on our hip. We mark 2. This 2. This is the waistline. So you mark the same 2. Why are we putting 2? So that we will not be short of our allowance. So you have to balance it, because if you have a customer that is close to you, not the one that you are selling or ready to wear, you have to put allowances, because when you don't have allowance to make any adjustment on your client or your customer, that's when they will say that you have spoiled their clothes, and which is true. So you have to put your allowances. So where do we get our half cut or our style line? It's not 18 that I said before. So you mark 18. On this your 18, you also add this time around 1.5. 1.5. So that is it. We are done with it. You connect your 1.5 to the hip line, which you have to. This is it. You connect it, and you connect from the hip to the waist. This is it. You've connected it. So this side to go. You now connect. That's done. This is it. That's done. So what next is to cut. So let me cut, and you see how the shape will also look like. So I'm cutting now. So you come to this side, cut. That is it. And so you remove the center front that we have cut, and check. So you can see, you see that we have cut the side pieces. So this is it. Are you seeing it? Yes. So it's our side 6 pieces skirt without using a pattern. So this is it. We have gotten it. So that means we have gotten one of the sides. So we are going to cut the other side and complete the both side. So now we fold on that one to complete it. You take one out of it on that side and lay it. Can you see it? This is it. I've laid it now. It's okay. So it's off to cut now. So I'm cutting. Are you seeing the cutting? I can see it. Yes. We are done with the cutting. It's very easy to cut. So this is how to cut, easy way of cutting 6 pieces skirt. So are you seeing it now? So we will remove this one again. So this is the other side of it. So we have gotten two sides of our 6 pieces skirt. Very easy. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you watch our next video.
Yes, we are
Thank you so
done with
much.
our 6
Next
pieces
time
skirt
we'll
cutting.
upload another
You can watch the
interesting
video again.
for you
Pay
to watch.
attention to
Thanks.
details.